All right, people. Pushing Wild Black here, and this is the Bears and Cowboys recap. I am here by myself because my co-host went MIA for another week. So since he is not here, and I don't know when we'll be able to comment on this together, I'm going to do another quick one, and this one will probably not be as quick as the Washington and Cowboys one last week because I am going to vent. Not really gonna vent. I'm just there because there's some things that we found out today. Ezekiel Elliott is not fumbling the ball. They are using him in space. They still want to use him as a ground and pound runner. It seems to be working, at least with this defensive line. It seems to be working because we don't have a line in the middle. Plus, they used him in space, so it really, he had a good game. Beasley got hit really hard. Didn't seem to matter. As I'm watching a highlight of Ezekiel Elliott hurling people. Our problem is we can't score. It's not the fact that the Bears are a horrible defensive team. They're young. They're rebuilding. We can't score worth a damn, man. And the messed up thing is Brian Hoyer looked competent in the second half. First half, it was rough. Jeremy Langford, I like Jeremy Langford because, and I think they liked him too, the Bears did, because he had flashes of being able to do what Matt Forte does. But Jordan Howard, and Chicago media has been talking about Jordan Howard for the last few weeks. Jordan Howard won the job. Jordan Howard won the job as starting running back. Kevin White actually looked like the person that we drafted. So he did some catches. He caught some balls. There's a is it the fumble with him? Oh, that was Meredith. Meredith with that fumble. As I'm watching the play with the sound down, the highlights with the sound down. Zach Miller had a touchdown. If he can stay healthy, that'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bears the defense is young. The offense, they don't know what they want to be. Like, here's the Bears' offense. I don't know what they want to do. Like, I think because the talent level of Hoyer's skills aren't where Cutler's is, you kind of can see the offense that they want to run. Like I said, Jordan Howard won that job to me. Again, Jeremy Langford is nice because he can do multiple things, but Jordan Howard ran hard. Jordan Howard also caught off the backfield. Jordan Howard caught up the middle. So, to me, he won that job. Langford is probably going to be a situational back now. And Kadeem Carey, I think, because I have him on my fantasy team, he's not starting for the rest of the season. He's on IR. But the Bears did try to make a comeback, but there was a fumble. There was a couple fumbles during the game. There was one where the ball got knocked out of somebody's hand. It was a fumble. And then it was the one where they were doing the drive. They were running out of time, but at least it would be a good a good moral victory that they got 24 points instead of 31. But Hoyer ran into an offensive lineman. He fell down. He put the ball on the ground, and the ball popped out of his hand, and there was a pick. And there was a fumble. I don't know. I didn't expect the Bears to win this game, even though I lost $50 on this game. I shouldn't pay that person back because the last time the Bears and Cowboys played, they lost, and that person owes me $50, so it should be a wash. But that was 3 years ago, and it's hard for that person to pay back his debts. But I digress. So I lost $50 on this game. I didn't really think the Bears were going to win, but the Bears played. The Bears was competent. Hoyer played decent. I don't know what that means because Brian Hoyer is not the future. At least with Dallas, when Tony Romo leaves, Dak is the future. Cowboys played really well. Terrence Williams still did something stupid by not holding on to the ball. Ezekiel Elliott runs hard. Robert Morris had a touchdown as I'm watching that score. And I don't know, man. I'm not sad. It's just this is probably gonna be a very, very bad season for the Bears. This is probably going to be a very, very good season for the Cowboys. It's basically a I don't know. They're going to beat everybody up. The Redskins played well today. They won. Philly is going to be the competition to me. Because can we say now that Philly's for real? I mean, you beat Pittsburgh now. I know people don't want to give the Philly credit because of the people that, including the Bears, of the people that they faced, the Bears and the Browns. Can we give Philly credit now? Is Carson Wentz that dude now? Can we give him can we give him credit, please? Because what I saw today, that I thought he was going to be something, but can the rest of the league prove it now? Can they give him credit now? But yeah, we're going to finish fourth in the division. The Lions are better than the Bears. It's Green Bay and Minnesota's division. We'll be lucky to finish third. And I really mean that because I think Detroit is better. I actually like Hoyer as a QB because he's not as dumb as Cutler is as far as making decisions. And it seems like to me they can run their stuff. Does that mean that Hoyer's a better quarterback than Cuthead? No. And it's something that I'm probably going to hear tomorrow when I listen to podcast about this in local media, in Chicago media. I've seen what Jay Cutler can do. I've seen him throw picks. I've seen him have good games. I've seen him have good seasons. I've seen him have bad seasons. Jay Cutler is a bum with an arm. Jay Cutler's a dude that everything needs to be perfect for this dude to actually function. And I'm not going to say I'm glad he's hurt. I'm not going to say I don't know if the Bears would have won this game if Cutler was in this game. Excuse me. I do know I like what I saw from Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer did some things that I don't like, but they were able to. He did the last fumble was like, I'm like, really, dude? Really? We're going to do that now? But he wasn't really like, I'm going to do very, very stupid things and I'm going to test my arm and I'm going to throw into like really, really tight coverage and I'm going to be really, really stupid when it comes to plays. I didn't really see that. I also think that if the Bears discovered a running game in Jordan Howard, I think at some point we're going to win a game. Dallas was just better. Cowboys were just better. And I'm speaking as a Bears fan. I'm speaking as a diehard Bears fan because I was going to clown, not on this, but I was going to clown tomorrow if the Bears won. Because if the Bears won, I was going to go to work with my Bears polo on and a hat and I was going to talk cash noise to all the Cowboy fans, and I know I'm going to hear it when I step into work tomorrow. I know it. I was already hearing it from people today because one of my friends called me and we listened to the game together. We watched the game together, and he was giving me stuff when I didn't record it. I should have recorded it, but the game was actually on, and I'm not trying to get sued. But yeah, he was giving me stuff about the beating the Bears took. I was gonna clown. I can honestly say, as a Bears fan, the Cowboys are just a better team, and the defense. Claiborne played well, and this is sad to say. This is Kevin White's. I don't want to say coming out party, but this is the okay. You drafted me for a reason game, because for a while we didn't really know what we had, and Claiborne showed up. Dallas still doesn't really have a pass rush. Hoyt, like the offensive line for the Bears, pretty much. Hoyer had some decent time in the back. I don't know what Cutler would have did with the line that he had today, but they don't really have a pass rush. Claiborne actually played well, actually defended well. Although Kevin White did have they beat him a couple of times. That one of the catches where he tipped it to himself and he caught it with one hand. Claiborne was defending him there, so that was good. But I saw some things from the Bears I liked. The Cowboys seem to be ironing out some stuff. Ezekiel Elliott is not fumbling. Dax is still spreading the ball around, which is awesome for them. It's not like we're gonna lock in the one thing and we're gonna throw the ball up in the air to one person. So I don't know. I never expected the Bears to win this game. I don't really know. I'm not annoyed. I'm actually kind of happy that I saw some stuff. I hope that Hoyer plays the rest of the season. I just do. If nothing else, I don't want Cutler to dumb us into 2 wins. Because this is probably going to be a 3-win team, if not less. And we need all the help we can get as far as the draft. And what I don't want is Cutler to dumb us into 2 games because he has the talent to win us a game. So I want Hoyer to continue to start, basically because I can kind of see what they're trying to do instead of Cutler sitting in the backfield and chucking the ball up and throwing picks and getting hit all the time. They actually seem to run an offense. And Hoyer's not that good enough to be stupid. So, anyway, I don't really know what else to say. Let me do the stat line real quick. Let me see. Brian Hoyer actually threw for 30 times. Actually completed 30 passes, threw 49 attempts, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't stupid. They actually ran an offense. Howard, 9 attempts, 45 yards, 36 yards. It was his longest run. Of Howard and Jeremy Langford, Howard seemed to be to me, and Langford had 3 attempts and 31 yards. Howard seemed to me the one that ran the hardest. Kevin White had 62 yards on 6 receptions. He seemed to be okay, you drafted me for a reason. He had some catches. And the only issue that Hoyer had was 2 fumbles. He had 1 recovery and he lost 1. And that was a crucial one because it was during the last drive of the game where he ran into his own guy. So for the Cowboys, Dax, 19 of 24, 248 yards, 1 touchdown. rushing attempts. Elliott 30 attempts, 140 yards. They're seemingly trying, slowly figuring out how to use him. They're using him in space and up the middle, which was good. Dax actually ran for 4 attempts and 36 yards. And I like that they're kind of letting him do that instead of making him, because he's a pocket quarterback anyway, but he can move. He got a touchdown. Morris got a touchdown. And Beasley, 73 yards, no touchdowns. Des Bryant, Beasley, 7 receptions. Des, 3 receptions. Wynn, 2 receptions. Elliott, 2 receptions. Morris, 1 reception. Williams with 4 receptions. And he led the team with 88 yards. So it was a game where I actually wanted to turn it off during halftime, but the Bears were just competent enough to make it interesting. But I like what I saw. I didn't like the outcome because I'm a Bears fan. I wanted the Bears to do well. I wanted the Bears to beat them. I know I'm going to hear a bunch of nonsense when I go to work tomorrow. But it is what it is. I like what I saw from Hoyer. He wasn't an idiot. He wasn't throwing picks. He wasn't doing stupid stuff other than the fumbles. Other than that last fumble, to be honest. And they seem to be able to run an offense with Hoyer. Does that mean Hoyer is a better quarterback than Jay Cutler? No. Does that mean he's better for this team? Yeah. Especially when you're really when you really don't know what to do here, and you're not going to go to the playoffs. There's no way the Bears are going to beat either Green Bay or Minnesota consistently. They're not going to beat them out of that division. So let's figure out what you have offensively instead of let's figure out what you have in Howard. Let's kind of develop Kevin White a little bit with Hoyer. Let's see what you got. And maybe if you get a draft pick and Hoyer's somewhat competent, maybe after I don't know. Maybe if you get a young draft pick or whatever. Because I've seen what Cutler can do. And I'm not saying Hoyer's the answer, because there's really no problem to solve. The Bears are bad. They just are. They're too young and they're too trying to figure things out. They're too trying to figure things out to really, it doesn't matter. So, I don't know. I like what I saw from the Bears. I like what I saw from the Cowboys. Seemed like both of them are slowly figuring it out. Cowboys are just better. And it's their division, and to me, it's a 3-way race between Philly, them, and the Redskins. And honestly, if Kirk Cousins doesn't be an idiot and the coaching, because Kirk Cousins is really close to being what Jay Cutler is, a bum with an arm, but that's basically out of play calling. If Gruden could get Cousins to not do stupid things, like the Cowboy game, you could have ran that ball in that last possession. That really wasn't Cousins' fault last week. That was a play calling issue. This, I didn't really see the game, but from what I saw, the highlights, I didn't see the whole game. Cousins didn't seem to do too dumb, to do too stupid things. So if you can have the play calling where he's comfortable, but in certain situations you run the ball, then Washington's going to be fine. So basically, they're going to beat each other up, and the division is basically going to be the Green Bay Packers and the Vikings. I don't think the Bears have enough horses to match up with them. But I did like what I see offensively with Jordan Howard and Brian Hoyer not being stupid when it comes to play calling and when it comes to decision making. Other than that last fumble, take care of the ball. Pushing Ball Blackout. This is quickie, but not as quick as it was last week. This is my thoughts. I might do another one if I can get a hold of my co-host and contributor. Anyway, Pushing Ball Blackout. Peace.